Hi. This video assumes that you have a basic understanding of triads and seeks to sort of solidify that. So if you don't know what a diminished chord is, maybe go back and check out part 1 of this and then come back here. It's not too long. You'll be here in no time. Let's do a real quick refresher though. Major is 1, 3, 5. Minor, you got 1 flat 3, 5. Diminished is 1 flat 3, flat 5. Sus 4 is 1, 4, 5, right? Suspended 4 means that there isn't a third in that chord. The third is replaced by the 4. Augmented is 1, 3, and sharp 5. And that's cool because it's the only sharp in this whole thing, and it's also the only one that you can't make only using notes of the major scale. So that's cool. Another quick reminder is that when you're going up these numbers, you don't want to just count letter names, you have to go up the major scale, right? So one way you can conceive of the major scale is that it's a series of whole steps and half steps, right? A half step being moving 1 note up or down, and a whole step moving 2 notes up or down. So the pattern goes whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. So if you go whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half, starting on any note, you'll get the major scale, right? So that's 2 whole steps and a half, and then 3 whole steps and a half. Whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Okay, so if we look at this here piano, start on C, go up a whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. All right, so that's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. It's all natural notes, right? If we do this in D, the pattern will remain the same, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half, but the notes will be different. You get D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D, right? And then if we do this in E flat, we get a bunch of different notes as well. E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D, E flat. I'll show you that on the whiteboard real quick. So, here we have these 3 keys. C major, D major, and E flat major. Now, you'll notice that there are accidentals in here, right? You got an F sharp, and a C sharp, and an A flat, and a B flat. The black keys on the piano, right? So you gotta watch out that you're not just counting up letter names when you go up these numbers, right? You wanna go up these scales, right? The 5th of E flat is not B, it's B flat. Keep that in mind. Here we go. The first question to you is, what are the notes of a C major, a D major, and an E flat major? What are the notes of those 3 chords? This is probably a good time to pause the video, think about it, write it down, because I'm about to give you the answer. Here we go. If we look at the C major scale again, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1 again, right? We want 1, 3, and 5 for a major chord. So we could take C, that's 1, 2, 3, that's E, 4, 5 is G. So C, E, and G is a major chord. Now, if we take that to the whiteboard, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so C, E, and G. That's a C major chord. D major is D, F sharp, and A. Now, I suspect that a few of you said D, F, and A because you went D, E, F, G, A. You went up letter names instead of going up the major scale. Make sure that you're referencing the major scale and not just counting up those letters, right? Because in the D major scale, there's an F sharp. 1 is D. 3 is F sharp. 5 is A. Right. All right, so let's go to E flat now. E flat major scale is those bunch of notes. So we got 1 is E flat, 3 is G, 5 is B flat. All right, so let's change it up to minor. Minor has a flat third and is otherwise the same, right? So you still want to reference the major scale, by the way. So here's what you do. You're gonna give me that C major. You're gonna go to the third, and then you're gonna flat it, right? Now flat means you go down one note. So we go from E to E flat. And then the fifth remains the same. So we get C, E flat, and G. Good. If we go to D minor, you get D. F sharp is normally the third, but we want a flat third. So you're gonna flat it down to F natural. And then A is the fifth. D, F, A. Now let's do E flat. E flat. Now the third is usually a G, right? But we gotta flat it, so we go down to G flat, and then the fifth is B flat. And those three notes make up an E flat minor chord. So now we'll do diminished chords. Same root notes. So what are the notes of a C diminished, a D diminished, and a E flat diminished? Pause now. Okay, welcome back. Here we go. C. Normally the third is E, so we're going to go E flat. Normally the fifth is G, but we want a flat five, so we're going to go G flat. That right there, C, E flat, and G flat is your C diminished. Alright, now D, you're going to have D, F, and A flat. D, F, and A flat. Yeah. Now, something I should mention is that if some of you are using different names for these notes, something is amiss, right? This note is both F sharp and G flat, right? However, because in this instance we're using it as a flat third, we should call it G flat, because G is the third, so G flat would be the flat third, right? If you call it F sharp, what's going on is it's kind of like you're calling it a sharp 2, which seems like a silly, useless semantic thing, but it's important, and if you don't get it right now, it will give you problems later on down the road. So make sure you're getting these same note names that I'm using. Okay, augmented as a sharp 5 in it. 1, 3, sharp 5. So I want C augmented, D augmented, and E flat augmented. Go. Here comes the answer. You want a normal third, or a natural third, which is E, right? And you want a sharp 5. The fifth is normally G. So you sharp that to G sharp. There you go. You got a little diminished chord for you. Not diminished. You got augmented. Excuse me, I misspoke. That's an augmented chord. Okay, D. D, the third is F sharp. The fifth is A, but we want a sharp 5, so we're going to bring it up to A sharp. There you go. Let's do E flat augmented now. So, E flat is the 1. The third is G. The fifth is B flat, but we want a sharp 5, so we're going to raise that from B flat to B natural. And then you got yourselves an E flat augmented chord. Okay. One, sus4. 1, 4, 5. I want that again in C, D, and E flat. What are those notes? Here we go. Here we go. Okay. We got C. Wait a minute. What am I doing? sus4, right? So C is the 1. We count up to the 4th note of the major scale, which is do, re, mi, fa, which is an F, and then we got the 5th is G. So C, F, and G make a C sus4 chord. Okay, now D, same idea. We're gonna go to the 4, which is G, and then the 5, which is A. Boom. D, G, A is a D sus4. Last one, E flat. 4 is A flat. The 5 is B flat. 1, 4, 5. Yeah. Cool. That's it for Triads Part 2. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments, and I will get back to you in there. Or if it's a big question, maybe I'll make another video out of it. I don't know. Yeah. Keep playing. Keep listening.